How you doing, Rasmanites? Okay, it's time for another week in wrestling, and just like the sports videos, I've decided to just call this the wrestling edition on Mondays, just like Tuesdays is the sports edition, just so we don't have to limit ourselves to one topic. If one topic ends up dominating the episode, then that's just the way it goes, but this makes more sense in the long run. So welcome to the wrestling edition for November 30th, 2009, on the Razman's Reality. Okay, so we left off in last week's wrestling episode wondering what they were going to do with the WWE title situation, since neither member of DX took it, and as I accurately predicted, and I'll get more into that in a second, DX did not break up. So the big question was, where would they go with the World Wrestling Entertainment title scene on Monday Night Raw? Well, on the 3-hour Thanksgiving special, guest host, the Governor Jesse Ventura, formerly known as The Body in wrestling, made a return and announced a breakthrough battle royal, where the only conditions were to qualify for the qualifying matches for the battle royal were that you could not have ever held a world championship, be it the WWE title or the World Heavyweight title. Well, that lasted for all of an hour and a half or so, as Randy Orton was persistent all night. He used rebel tactics, which is something that Jesse Ventura appreciates. So Jesse Ventura says, Randy Orton, even though you illegally took out Primo, who was supposed to take on Evan Bourne, if you can beat Evan Bourne in the match, you will get into the Battle Royal. So Randy Orton won that match. He ended up being the only man in the Battle Royal to disobey the rules or disregard the rules, have the rules thrown out, however you want to call it. The Battle Royal ended up consisting of, in order of how they qualified, Kofi Kingston, Sheamus, Randy Orton, Mark Henry, MVP, R-Truth, and Legacy, Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase. The winner in this one, in a very, very surprising move, not only that it wasn't Randy Orton, but that it wasn't Kofi Kingston, because apparently they really want to focus on Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton for a while. So the guy that they put in that spot, and the guy that won the Battle Royal, and the guy that will be facing John Cena for the WWE Championship at the new TLC pay-per-view in 2 weeks, Sheamus. I was absolutely shocked by this, and I thought that the promo between Sheamus and Cena was a little flat. Say what you want about Cena. Some people are Cena haters. Myself is not one of them. But some people hate Cena. But even the Cena haters would have to admit that Cena carried this segment on his back. So Sheamus has a lot of work to do in the next 2 weeks for me to believe that he deserves this spot. But apparently, WWE was really high on this guy, or else they wouldn't have put him in this situation. So I'm very, very curious to see where it goes, and we'll just have to wait and find out. Not much else happened in WWE for the rest of the week. Kind of flat shows. Shelton Benjamin was named the #1 contender to the ECW Championship. Christian comes out and says he wants a partner in crime to steal the show because the ECW Championship has been neglected the last couple of pay-per-views. Shelton Benjamin agrees, and that sets up an ECW Championship ladder match at TLC. For the World Heavyweight title, it's going to be Batista versus The Undertaker Who didn't see that coming? As Batista gets a count-out victory over Undertaker's brother Kane. It was also announced on SmackDown that we're finally going to see Jericho versus DX for the tag team titles. Can DX do what they've never done together and become undisputed tag team champions? Well, I'll let you know what I think as the pay-per-view draws closer. On the TNA side of things, probably the most lackluster impact that they've had in a long time. They tried to make it suspenseful because they had a TNA championship tournament. To name the number one contender, they had X Division competitors, World Heavyweight competitors, and also one tag team competitor in Robert Roode. The winner would earn a title shot for the division they normally competed in. In the end, it was Bobby Lashley being named the number one contender to the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the world. The funny thing is, he won't be facing AJ Styles at the next pay-per-view. They've already announced that that's going to be Daniels. So, not sure what the point of that was. We will just have to wait and see. This is reality according to the Razman. And Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.